Hello guys, welcome to another video. So if you're thinking that cloud code work and cloud code is kind of slow and kind of expensive, so we created a solution for you in my previous video to show you guys how to use OpenWork as an open source alternative to cloud code work. And we showed you guys how to install the web application and the backend worker to set up the project end to end. So feel free to check out that video to see how it works. So in this video, we're going to introduce a different topic for the OpenWork, which is OpenWork Den. That is a control pane for the OpenWork. So if you go to the GitHub, you can see that the last statement for the OpenWork is called OpenWork Den. So it is a control plane for managing OpenWork across a team of organizations. So it can manage members and also create teams, manage access from one place, and also the set desktop policies and restrict local model access. And also they can publish skills and plugins through the marketplace and also import Anthropic compatible plugins and so on and so forth. So this is how it looks like. We already set up everything on a virtual private machine. So we'll go through this project to go through these different functions one by one and also show you guys how to install that step by step on your local environment. So hopefully this should be helpful, but if you want to use the web application, this might not apply. So the OpenWork Den only works for desktop application for now. They will probably support web application later, but right now this only support the desktop application. You can see from the hero banner, it says the download for this workspace. So they only support the local install for a desktop application. Once you click the open install page, you can see that they ask you to download a OpenWork Enterprise for your desktop. So let's go back to the Open Cloud, the interface. You can see that after installation, we have the OpenWork users as one. So we have only set up a test user, and then also you can add different connectors like Google Workspace and Microsoft and also Telegram, so on and so forth. And also there's extensions. You can actually create a skill or plugin in this marketplace and share with the team members. So you can see there's an add a plugin button. You can click it and add a plugin. For example, we added a test plugin and it is cloud ready, but everything else is desktop ready. It just comes with it, so by default. And you can also check out the models. So the models basically are different providers you can add. We added Putter. You can add anything like OpenAI, Anthropic. You can click the manage so that you can also choose if admins can add their own providers or allow open code models. For example, if you want to add some models like OpenAI or something, you can actually just click add provider. So you can select a default provider, which they support all the different popular providers. You can also add a custom provider. So we added something from Putter. But you can choose your own provider to add to the control plane. And also we can add members, and remove members. Just click the add member and give it an email so you can invite your team member. So go to the analytics section. You can see that there's different metrics for the active users and also sessions per week and sessions this week, sessions, also tasks per week, for example. So that's how we monitor all the different metrics across the organization. And lastly, there's a settings page. So you can check out the API keys, SSO, desktop policies, and also some diagnostics and general information. So that's it. So how straightforward that interface looks like. And so lastly, we're going to talk about how to install this, because the installation, there's a bit confusion. It's very complicated. It's a bit advanced. So just follow this tutorial. You should be able to set this up. It's going to take it a few minutes. So first, if you want to install the OpenWork Den, you have to install the dependencies. So first you have to install the MySQL server. So they need a backend database. So you have to install the MySQL server. You have to install the node. You have to basically also config or set up the database for MySQL. In this case, would be just OpenWork Den, and give it the username and password. So this is the database you can be able to connect to, and then you can actually build a project. So you have to basically clone this repo and then do a pip npm install to install all the dependencies and build different repos for the packages. For example, we want to build the email package, enterprise MCP client, and also the let's for example DenDB, and that's for the database integration, migration, and also the Den API. So there are two important part of this OpenWork Den project. One is for the API, the other one is for the Den web. So the one you're looking at right now, this is the Den web. The other important piece is the API. So that's where the Den web is calling. So it's basically calling a backend Den API. So make sure you build all the packages, and then you have to also configure the environment. So this is very important for the entire setup. So for example, you need to configure the database URL for the API. So this den.environment, that's for the API. And then you basically have to set up the authentication keys, and also make sure you set up the auth URL, the API public URL, which is the api.den or any other domain you have. So this is basically to point to the backend API, right? So the front-end application is going to point to the backend API. So this is for the API setup. So this should basically set up the API endpoint so that it can basically use for the public URL. And then you have to also set up the course origins. So this is to basically allow the front end to call it. So for example, the front end is den.example.com. So then you have to set up here so that the traffic comes from front end can access the API. And make sure you also configure all these different organization parameters. So for example, the mode is single organization. They also support a multi-organization. And then you also have to configure the name and Slack for the organization. And also make sure that you specify the email. So that's very important for local setup, because for example, the alex@acme.test, this is a seeded user. So to test it, but first you have to seed the environment. So we're gonna show guys in a few minutes how to seed the environment as the last step. But just keep in mind that this is needed if you want to run this locally or a virtual private machine, just for test purpose. And this is a already set up URL. So once you set up the seed URL, you have to paste it here and also refresh the environment. So this is very important things that I want to mention here. And also for the public setup, make sure that it's false. Right now, you can turn it to true, so that's okay. And also the email password after SSO, you can set also that's to true, but you can default to false. And require the email verification, you can set to false as well. So, and this is for workers. So this is for workers that not related to the web application or the control plane. So this is a little bit different. So this is for if you actually have a desktop application on local, then you can use this. So for the provision. So if you have to use Datum as a backend provisioner, then you can specify the Datum as a provider for the provisioning, and also set up different parameters. But this one is just for worker URL template. So this is for like a local worker. For example, we set up the OpenWork worker in my previous video. So you can use that URL to paste it in here. So basically just tell this local environment to say that it's pointing to that remote worker so that they can collect the metrics. So the last piece is basically just to replace the different keys in the API environment. So that's it. Then you have to configure the web application. So web application, they do also have to point to the backend API. So just specify the Den API base to the API that you set up as a backend API. Then you also have to set up the public origin, which is the web application URLs. So that's pretty much it. And then you have to then migrate the database. So to migrate the database, you have to use this command. So the db migrate somehow is not working. So you have to use this one line command that you show you guys here, and then just show the tables after a migration is done. So for example, we did a show tables. So you can see that after everything is completed, you should be able to see all the different tables in the OpenWork Den database. So the next step is to just build a systemd. If you just test it, you do not have to build a systemd. But if you run in this production, you probably want to build a systemd or supervisor. So you can see that basically these are the information that we saw earlier. So you do need the environment. You need the working directory. Also, you just make sure that you start as this one line command. Okay, as you can see here, so this is a production build. So you can see it's in the distribution folder, so that's production build. So that you can make this faster just using the production build. And then you also have to set up the web application system D. If you run this in production, then you can see that after everything is built, you have to add this environment and also add the Den web as the working directory, and also make sure that you run a next start. So this is built by Next.js. So then you have to specify that you want to run this application as a production build. So when you seed the user, you have to turn it back to the development mode. So we're gonna talk about that in a little bit, but for the service, you can run this as a production build to just make it faster. And then for the engine proxy, you can just point the proxy to the local service, just using the reverse proxy. So that's straightforward. There's nothing to talk about here. Then you have to set up the test users, so which is the seed process. So this is actually very interesting. So they actually have to do some little bit changes for the previous environment to set up. So for example, this is the API environment for the backend, but there are a couple of configurations you want to update when you do the seed. So because we actually built everything on production, so you can see that the OpenWork Den mode for the environment is set to 0. So basically this is a production build. So you want to actually set to 0, but once you seed the user, you want to turn it back to 1, which is mean this is a development mode, and make sure that the allow public signup is true. So this will basically allow the email to just be seeded. So if you turn to false, it might not work. So make sure that it's set up to true. Then also make sure allow email password after SSL is true. So, and then once you seed the user, you can turn it back to false. So you do not have the that mode anymore. So you have it back to the production mode. Then after everything is seeded, then you can check out the user to see if he's actually in the database. For example, this is the user that was seeded. So you can see that this is in the database. So then everything should be completed. Then you can start the API, and also you can start the web application, so that you can see that everything is running correctly. That's what you see here. So that's it. So this is how you set up the OpenWork Den as a control plane on a virtual private machine. So if you want everything is set up, then you can just install the OpenWork desktop application on the local. Just click here and you can download everything. Just download for following these steps and then connect to your central plane. So that's it. Hopefully this is helpful. If you do like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.